Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima reading you the evening bulletin. I am Matsina. The headlines. Meluri officially declared 17th district of Nagaland. Delegation of 16th Finance Commission arrives in Nagaland to hold meeting with Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio and stakeholders tomorrow. President Droupadi Murmu highlights key role of women in India's civil aviation sector, and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar calls public administrators to serve all citizens without fear or favour. Now, the news in detail. Meluri, inhabited by the Pochuri Nagas, has officially been declared as the 17th district of Nagaland. The state government has announced the elevation of Meluri subdivision, currently part of Peg district, to a full-fledged district with immediate effect. A notification officially issued by Chief Secretary Dr. J. Alam on 2nd of November stated that the jurisdiction of the newly formed district will encompass the area previously designated as Meluri subdivision. This move, aimed at improving governance and development in the region, follows the Cabinet's approval on November 1st. A 4-member delegation of the 16th Finance Commission, headed by Chairman Dr. Arvind Panagaria, arrived in Nagaland today. The team was received by Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Yantongo Patan and other officials upon arrival at Dimapur Airport. Dr. Panagaria is accompanied by panel members Ajay Narayan Jha, Annie George Matthew and Dr. Manoj Panda. The team visited Heirloom Naga Center Sovima in Chumukidima, where they were given a tour by the center's founder, Jasmina Ziliang. More from our correspondent.
The delegations will be attending a series of meetings with Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio, his cabinet and senior government officials and various other stakeholders in Kohima tomorrow. The visit of the team is crucial for the state's financial planning and development initiatives, as it will review and discuss key monetary issues. The team is also scheduled to make field visits to various sites of historical importance in and around the state capital. Asonyo News Desk, Akashvani, Kohima.
In view of the meeting of the 16th Finance Commission tomorrow morning at Hotel Vivor, Kohima, all up vehicles proceeding towards Kohima from Waka or Seminyu site will be diverted from Merima Junction towards New Secretariat from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. In a traffic advisory, Kohima Police has requested travellers to avoid non-essential vehicular travel on the stretch of road or take alternate route during the scheduled meeting from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. President Droupadi Murmu today interacted with a group of women achievers in the Indian aviation sector at Rashtrapati Bhavan. This meeting took place under the initiative The President with the People, which aims to establish a deeper connection with people and recognize their contributions. Speaking on the occasion, the President said that women are playing a key role in various operational and technical areas in India's civil aviation sector. She said 15% of air traffic controllers, 11% of flight dispatchers and 9% of aerospace engineers are women. President Murmu added 18% of pilots who received commercial licenses last year were women. The President said that the inclusive efforts of the government have given a boost to the progress of women in this civil aviation sector. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar has said that people in public administration should be committed to the values of nationalism, the idea of a developed and united India, and to serving all Indian citizens without fear or favour. He was speaking at the 70th annual meeting of the General Body of Indian Institute of Public Administration in New Delhi today. Mr. Dhankhar said data is the bedrock and the fundamental premise of assessing needs of the society. He further said that developing soft skills, emotional intelligence and cultural competence among public officials is crucial so that officials can understand the struggles of the marginalized and the underprivileged. The Vice President emphasized the need to enhance civil servants' problem-solving abilities and reinforce ethical leadership. This is Akashvani Kohima giving you the news. For quick news update, follow us on our X handles AIR News Alerts and AIR_Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. J. Shankar formally inaugurated the new Consulate General of India in Brisbane, Australia today. On the occasion, Dr. Jaishankar said that the consulate will contribute to strengthening India's ties with Queensland, promoting trade, fostering educational linkages, and serving the diaspora. He termed the inauguration a landmark milestone in the increasingly strong bilateral relationship between India and Australia. The minister also met the Governor of Queensland, Dr. Janet Young, and discussed opportunities and ways to strengthen economic, trade, and investment cooperation between India and Queensland. Government e-Marketplace GEM has introduced 170 seat categories on the portal. The new categories feature nearly 8,000 seat varieties that can be procured by central and state public sector units and other governing bodies for further distribution. The move aims to simplify access to quality agricultural and horticulture seeds and ease the entire process for procuring authorities. This will increase efficiency, reduce time consumed in tendering processes, stimulate transparency in government procurement, while boosting participation of sellers across the country. The Election Commission has announced the change of date of by-elections in 14 assembly constituencies of Kerala, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh. Now the polling will be held on 20th of this month instead of 13th November. Date of counting remains unchanged and will be held on 23rd of November. The decision has been taken in view of the representations received from various political parties and some social organizations demanding to change the date of poll due to large-scale social, cultural and religious engagements on 13th of this month. With an aim to promote new and young talent in the country, the 55th edition of the International Film Festival of India IFFI has introduced a new award category, namely Best Debut Director of Indian Feature Film. The official selection in the Best Debut Director of Indian Feature Film category include Lakshmi Priya Devi for Boong in Manipuri language, Navjot Bandiwadekar for Gharat Ganpati in Marathi, Manohara K for Mikka Bannada Haki in Kannada, Yatta Satyanarayana for Razakar in Telugu, and Rajesh Narayanan for Thannup in Malayalam. The winner will be announced at the IFFI's closing ceremony on November 28th. The United States will vote for its 47th president tomorrow. Republican nominee and former President Donald Trump and Democratic candidate and Vice President Kamala Harris are locked in a tough fight for the top post. As the country has multiple time zones, polling in the US will begin tomorrow between 5:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. India Standard Time and will close between 5:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Indian Time on Wednesday. Results of the elections are expected as polling closes, but it will take days before it is known who will be the next US president. To end the news, the headlines again. Meluri officially declared 17th District of Nagaland. Delegation of 16th Finance Commission arrives in Nagaland to hold meeting with Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio and stakeholders tomorrow. President Droupadi Murmu highlights key role of women in India's civil aviation sector. And Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar calls public administrators to serve all citizens without fear or favour. With that, we come to the end of the evening news bulletin. Have a good night.